Hello lovely people, my name's Andy Woolley and in this video I'm going to do a roundup on my affiliate sites for January 2022. Now what's slightly different in 22 as compared to 2021 is I'm just focusing on two of my websites, whereas I've got about 7 affiliate websites in total. So jumping on the screen, so as you can see on the screen here, this is my first website, which is in the gardening niche. I had 370 visitors in December. That suddenly jumped up in January. A couple of dry days, not too bad. More so on the weekends, where obviously being seasonal, people are going out there and starting in their gardens, preparing ready for the spring. So there has been some sales, which is great, and I'll get to the monies in a minute. But it's nice to see that the website is starting to gain a little bit more traction now. So it's a case of let's just keep ramping out their content and see how it moves forward for the rest of 2022. The tasks I've completed so far this month were increase the word count by another 10,000, which was spread across 6 posts. These posts are getting a little bit more in-depth, a little bit more probing, and require a lot more research in order to answer the questions for the reader. But I'm enjoying them. They are different, and they're not really that easy to find any of those sort of answers on the internet, which is great because that gives me extra traction. I've also optimized all my pages and posts, so making sure that they've got a good SEO score, they've got additional images in there, all the metadata is filled through, and basically they're as good as they can be for the search engines in order to rank them. The tasks I've yet to complete, and they're in for February, is I want to complete more of the Twilio installation to make sure that's fully automated now, and also begin a PPC campaign ready for when it kicks off more so in March and April, so that that's bedded down and there's a little bit of traction, and obviously it'll have a nice knock-on effect to my SEO. This being month 10 now, we're starting to come up to the year. We've comfortably come out of the Google sandbox. We're starting to see that hockey stick effect in both the visitors and also some of the money from the Ezoic ads as well, which I'll show you now in a minute. Goals, obviously, for the rest of 2022 is continue as an informational site. There will be affiliate links in there and contractor links as well for lead generation, but the informational posts are where I'm really going to push hard and heavy because I've set up the lead generation for one area, for South Wales. I'm just going to go with that for the moment and see how that goes, and then if need be I'll switch my efforts over to the doorway pages for the rest of the UK, but they take a lot of time to create and they don't give me much return in the short period. So it may be a case of I do a season with the South Wales, see how that goes, got good contractors on board, and then I can up it towards the end of the year ready to bed down for next year. The other goal that I'm aiming for is 350 posts by the end of this year. A lot of those being pillar posts and quite in depth with the research. So that might be a bit of a tall order, but it's nice to aspire to a clean figure and see if we can get there. So looking at this slide now, as you can see from Search Console, we're comparing it to the month before to give us a period to see whether it's changed or not, and it has. Everything is pretty much doubled there in the clicks. The correlation to the impressions is not too bad as well. I have taken a 16-month view, which I tend to do at the end of the year just to have a fair idea of the correlation between the click and the impression, and it's almost mirrored like for like. So I know I'm on the right money, I'm engaging with my target audience, and the content I'm writing is actually working. So I'm happy with that. That's going in the right direction. Coming on to the monies. Okay, so the domain authority has slowly crept up from 14 to 17 now, which is great. So this is going in the right direction. Bear in mind, as you can see here, when we started back in April 2021, we started from a brand new domain with no back history whatsoever. So you can see that you can do it. It's nice to get age domains. It's nice to pump in a lot of content in there and see it grow quite quickly. But I'm just doing this slow and steady. As a few of you who may be new to this channel probably don't realise, I work a 9 to 5. I have 2 jobs. I also teach one evening in the week, and I have 2 private clients. So all this affiliate work is done outside of that. Now, some of you may say, why don't I go in a bit hard and heavy on the affiliate? And there are 2 reasons for this. Firstly, I want to practice what I preach to you and show you can do it as a part-time affair, and then slowly get this traction to a point, hopefully, you can leverage from the full-time job to doing your affiliate work. But also in my case as well, Having worked for the best part of 30 years, I've got 2 jobs that I thoroughly enjoy. They're challenging, they're the opportunities I've been looking for, and I enjoy both of those. So I'm not quite ready to chuck them away. Affiliate marketing is a fantastic way, and I follow lots of people who do this. But again, it's a journey that I can be doing for many years to come. So it's a marathon more than a sprint. That's what I'm trying to get to. But again, everybody chooses the path they're going on. I'm showing you what can be done even part-time, which hopefully is slightly different to all the other channels you watch, and it gives you an idea that there are still results to be gained by scaling on the internet. Anyway, that's enough backstory. So yeah, the number of posts, I've increased that slightly. I put another, another 6 posts on there. Nothing major, as I said, the 10,000 words, slowly. But again, it's all having an effect now on the bottom line. All the previous content now is indexed and starting to rank. The word count, we're up to 355,000. SEMrush now, we've increased on the keywords as well. That's now gone up to 731, which is great. Everything's moving in the right direction. It's all green. The traffic jumped up on SEMrush. It says 2,000, but realistically, whilst I do use that as a benchmark for this report, it's the Ezoic numbers are the ones I tend to follow. They tend to be far more accurate. So when I look at that, I can see the Ezoic, and I'm just jumping slightly forward, 1,462. Amazon, we started making some sales in January, which surprised me, but it was all weed killers of all things. So fine, take it. I kind of think it's people preparing, ready for the season coming forward. So I made £14.86 in commission there. I am already starting to look, and this is one of the things I need to do as a task, is looking at affiliate links away from Amazon, to be honest, because Amazon don't pay as much. They've got their own little charges here, there, and everywhere. And to be honest, I can steer where I need to go with the content. So I think there's a couple of arrangements that need to be sought today. So I'm actually got that on my to-do for today. But I'm happy it's making some commission, which surprised me in January because I thought it would be pretty much a flat line because we are out of season by all accounts. But you never know. That's the surprise of the internet. As for the earnings from Ezoic, from the ads, I've made $10.89. Now, for the sake of this website, it's UK based, so I do convert that into UK pounds in the end column and then add it together with my Amazon to give me the cumulative value of what I've earned. And the EPMV, in fairness, is $6.89. Now, it has fluctuated throughout the month, going as high as $14. But the mean average is obviously $6.89, but that doesn't surprise me. As I said, it's down to the time of the year. What I'm hoping now is February and March, now I'll start seeing that climb, and that will have a nice knock-on effect to the value of the ads and the income I get from there. So the cumulative value so far for this month is £22.87, which I'm quite happy with. I can see that's an improvement. All the numbers are green. It's moving in the right direction. So my second website then is in the health niche. Again, I've been slowly plodding away on this one. December, we had 398 visitors. That's almost doubled in January to 647. The tasks there, again, 23 posts I managed to put on this. I am putting more time and effort in this one to get traction because I know this is the one that will be visible all year round and provide me with a steady income. That increased by 32,000 words across the 23 posts. Again, all those are written with me, and I do use Jarvis.ai as my main tool. I do use many different other methods and tools as well, but that is my main one. If you want to find out more, please check out the videos I put on my channel. I'm also expanding out the categories because as you discover more when you do the research, you realize there are more health conditions affected by this particular niche. So therefore, it's a case of I don't want to forget them. I want to put more work in front of me, as it were, because I know this can grow to be a big site. I'm also building out some of the pillar pages, and I don't really know that until I start biting off the research in the individual topics, and some of those go somewhere up to like 3,000-4,000 words, but they're purposeful. They have an intent, and we meet that as we go through the individual blogs. I'm also implementing a lot more internal linking, so I'm using Link Whisper to do that on a WordPress site. It's quite a clever tool. I will do a video on that again. I think I've already done one already, but I will do an updated one on that because again, it's a very clever tool and it does make life a lot easier for your internal linking. I'm also adding in more affiliate links. I've done it initially from Amazon because it's US based, but again, my mindset is to move away from them. I've already signed up to 1 or 2 affiliate programs. I'm just waiting for the formalities to go through and then start building in their products to recommend from the posts. And again, I'm slowly working through optimizing the blogs, but there's quite a lot of those and a lot more work involved in optimizing these blogs as opposed to the one in my gardening niche. The goal is obviously to keep it an informational site and then the affiliate links. There is no other intention as it stands at the moment for the revenue until we see it grow to a reasonable size, and we might revisit that. And hopefully by the end of 2022 is aimed to get 500 posts on there. Which is a scratch in the surface by all accounts, but it will cover all the categories, and then it's a case of rinse and repeat going through those categories to give them more context. So looking at Search Console, again, you can see here, nothing really too much to write about, but it's not as truthful as when you see it through Ezoic. But I use Google Analytics purely within my reporting to give you a reasonable idea of what the free tools are like compared to like paid tools. And they don't always tell the truth, but they can still be used as a benchmark. And Google, don't get me wrong, Google is a fantastic asset and it gives you Google Analytics and Search Console for free, but it's a case of you can't believe all the data. It's only a suggestion. But, as you can see there again, the clicks and the correlation then to the impressions is not being met yet because we have loads of articles yet to be indexed. That's something I'm mindful of and keeping an eye on, but it's going in the right direction. Everything is being indexed. It's just a case of it needs to work more towards page 2 and then page 1. But again, you can see the interest is growing. Very slight, shoots, as it were, there, but they are genuinely there. And then obviously the money shot, the one that really educates me by all accounts. The domain authority went up from 11 to 14. Fantastic. That's exactly what I'm looking for, is I know I'm moving in the right direction. The blogs went up from 162 to 185, so 23 blogs in total, which, not too bad. Quite happy with that across a couple of categories. The word count now is up to 250, so 250,000 words on there, which is not bad when you consider this is a month. I can't remember. Let me jump back. This is month 7. So we are literally out the sandbox, but we're only 7 months into actually producing content, which is fantastic, to be honest. As for the traffic value, nothing there from SEMrush, but that doesn't surprise me. Amazon, no, I'm going through that. I'm still setting that up as it stands at the moment. So hopefully next month now we'll start seeing some results. But realistically, as I said, Amazon's not the goal here. It's individual affiliate programs and then growing those bit by bit. So the Ezoic, the area that's really educating me and telling me whether I'm really hitting the money or not is you can see the number of visitors went up from 587 to 999. Great, just one shy of 1,000. Isn't that the way with the numbers sometimes? And then the earnings were $13.26. The irony there is how close that is to the EPMV, which is $13.27. Sorry, I put the pound symbol in there. Should be a dollar symbol. I'll change that now, ready for next month. And then the cumulative value for what I've earned over this month is $21 and a penny. As you can see, from 19 cents to $7.75 to $21 and a penny, it's moving in the right direction. It'd be interesting to see this now go February, March, April. And you know what? If I start seeing that over the next quarter, then I'll be really chuffed. So that's my affiliate, 2 main affiliate websites as it stands at the moment, the ones I'm pushing the most time and energy in. As for the other affiliate sites I've got, all I'm simply doing with those is bedding them in, making sure I've got age domains to work off when I need to work off them, and then I will slowly start building those out when I've got more time. That might happen, as I mentioned to you earlier, when I leverage from maybe when I drop one of my full-time jobs, and then I have a day or 2 days dedicated to purely working on my affiliate sites. So Okay, keep you in the journey. Nice to share some of the numbers, be as transparent as I can without sharing the domains. If you've got any questions, please do leave them in the comments below. I will come back and read those. And likewise, if you like this sort of information and if you want a copy of the report, you're more than welcome to. I can give you a template. Then just, again, stick that in the comment and I'll come back to you. Hit me up for a like, hit me up for subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this, and hopefully you follow me on the journey so I inspire you as I've been inspired by others. Look forward to seeing you in the next video.